Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult1095, which is another Transformers Legacy Evolution video, and that is going to be the comic universe Bludgeon. Now, yes, there's some issues with this guy that I personally have as far as design choices, but we'll get into that when we get into the video. There he is in tank mode. There he is in robot mode, showing off that very nicely detailed skeletal skull, some of the wires there, or skeletal head, whatever. 27 steps. You got Evo Fusion. Look, you can put the guns together and he can hold them. So, yeah, there's the artwork. And yeah, of course, you get the QR code there. So let's get them open and check them out. And here we have Bludgeon out of his packaging, looking honestly really good. These colors just look phenomenal on this mold. And despite the fact that it's just a repaint with a new head and one new accessory, I kind of dig this a little bit more than Tarn. I know that might be sacrilegious to say about the Tarn mold, but honestly, I think he just wears it a little bit better. I mean, just the color selection, just the whole color scheme. Like I said, the only real thing I would change is maybe the little cannons here and the chest piece. Maybe add something onto here to look like the little turrets that were coming off his shoulders. Maybe some red version of these panels. Just to make him look a little bit more like his IDW form, because even in tank mode, it's a little similar to Tarn, but still different enough. Now, talking about accessories, he does come with this really nice kind of katana. It's got this little ornate, well, I say ornate is just molded in detail here. Then you got this panel line coming down. And here it looks like it's been chipped off, just to look a little bit more barbaric. And it's kind of an ironic weapon for someone named Bludgeon. I mean, unless this is a dull sword, but actually plug that into his hand. And he does come with Tarn's cannons. And you can either just put these on his back, like how the box art shows it, or at least, you know, the drawing, or flip these down, bring these cannons up, plug it onto there, or just have them straight up like that. That's kind of how it looked in the concept art, or I guess that single drawing of Bludgeon. So that works. You can even take these off, and if you want, you can use them as little clubs, so then he could bludgeon people. Now, articulation is the same, but I do want to real quick take a look at that head. It is really nicely sculpted. You can see some details in there picked out in like a lighter orange. Of course, the nose detail, and then the cheekbones hollowed out there. Got some nice vents. Very good looking samurai helmet. So, absolutely loving that. Now, if we get into articulation, like I said, it is the same. We got a ball jointed head, shoulders. Whoop. Out of the way. Can still rotate 360. Join up to here, which I really wish they swapped that to where rotation was here and then this was here, or just all in this shoulder. There's room for them to engineer it. I don't understand why they did the way they did. Got a bicep swivel, a little over 90 at the elbow, wrist swivel, hands open still. Rotate at the waist. Just cannons pop off. I just go ahead and keep them pointed up like that, because you can still have the cannons pointing forward. Just have these up next to it. There we go. 360 at the waist, forward and back at the hips, all the way, well, most of the way out. Thigh swivel, a little over 90 at the knee, or if you want, you can get a full 180 by undoing that transformation joint. And a slight ankle tilt, and then, of course, forward and back. So you can get them into some decent poses. You can even get them holding the sword with both hands. So that looks really good. So go ahead and get them into tank mode. We'll go ahead and remove this. The arms here out of the way. Now I like to start by rotating the head around. Actually, we'll do that here in just a moment. Sorry. Tab that, rotate it, untab the chest piece, bring the arms out, then go ahead and bring the head back, then rotate it towards facing backwards, bring that down, bring these sections over. Whoop. Another thing I don't like about this is the chest keeps popping off. I'll go ahead and just keep these, rotate back. There we go, and that will kind of just tab into there. Plug the legs together. Bend at that transformation joint, straighten the feet out. Just bring it up to there for now. Bring these forward. Actually, no, you want this slotted back. Like that. There we go. Bring these arms back. Rotate the panel to where it's on the opposite side of the arm. Rotate the hand. I'll just keep it there because it looks a little bit better than just having the palms facing down. Open that panel. Actually, before we close that up, there is a slot there and a tab on the thigh. Just go to there. Bring that around. Close it up. There's another tab there that will slot into the arm. It's the same thing on this side. Bring it up. Rotate this panel onto the opposite side. Kind of bend that down. Tab it into place. Open that panel. Flip that around. Tab that in. Make sure everything's straightened out here. And just collapse the legs around. And just make sure those treads are straightened out. Take the cannon piece here. And actually it might be better like that. Make them look a little bit more aggressive with the cannons further forward. And there we have Bludgeon in tank mode. Now you can take the sword, just plug it onto the side there. So let me get Tarn real quick and we'll do a quick comparison. And here is Tarn. So you can see them side by side. Same mold, just different colors. And of course, you know, the new accessory and head. I just wish this chest piece could be different. Maybe some slightly different cannons. If someone could maybe mirror this one, that way they're both exactly the same. I mean, that'd be great. But I think I do kind of like how I've got it set up here for Bludgeon. I believe his tank mode was very similar to this. Maybe remove these from the equation and maybe plug them somewhere else. Maybe back here. So it's a slightly different tank mode. Then plug the sword in up here. No, it doesn't want to go into that port. But there you go. You can have something a little bit different. Swivels around a little bit easier. Some better range up and down. You get these little side turrets now that can point up. So there's some things you can do to make it a little bit different. But yeah, I actually do really like these colors on this tank mode. Definitely is a different take on Bludgeon, who turned it into just a regular Earth mode tank originally. Kind of pulls a little bit of elements from the movie verse one, of course. A little bit. I mean, it's not an Earth tank, but just those colors all being there. So Go ahead and get back into robot mode. Go ahead and remove that. Bring this up. Just untab these, straighten out the legs. Untab these from the bottom or side of the arm. Take that up. Close it. Untab. Bring forward. Close. Straighten out the arm here. Flip this panel back around. There's that. Straighten that out. Flip the panel back around. There's that arm. Of course, bring these up. Can't even see it. Bring this back. And then bring these down a little bit. That's where I messed up. I realized that getting Tarn back into vehicle mode. And then bring this down as you rotate these up. Of course, bring the head out. And rotate. Bring these forward along with the chest, and it still pops out. Those will tab into the torso. Then you can bring that down. Bring this whole backpack up, swivel it around, tab in, and then just bring these up, straighten out the feet, and give him back his cannons. And of course his sword. And there we have Bludgeon back in robot mode. Now, like I said, I really do enjoy this figure, despite some of my personal nitpicks, and I believe a lot of other people will share the same sentiment. But I honestly really like it. It's actually, to me, I think it wears the mold better, at least in these colors. Which is weird to say with Tarn, but, you know, I'm digging it. So, definitely something different. So, hope you guys enjoyed this quick video of the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class comic universe Bludgeon. Yes, that's a mouthful, but still, great looking figure. I just wish there was a few little things maybe some add-on company could do to make it even better. But that's pretty much all I got to say, so be sure to check out my links down below for X and Instagram, and be sure to check out my other videos in the playlist for Evolution and Studio Series. That's pretty much all I got to say, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.